What's the difference between a video that gets 5,000 views and one that gets 5 million views? It's probably the first 3 seconds. Everyone is a content creator now, and the landscape has completely changed in the past 12 months, where even regular business owners are now spending tens of thousands of dollars on coaching just to optimize their videos. So if your hooks are average or just okay, you're going to get left behind in 2025. Lucky for you, I've turned hooks into a simple science. We've generated over 5 billion views for our clients, and there's a common thread between the most viral videos we've created that generate a lot of lead flow regardless of industry. And if you still aren't convinced, we literally write 3 unique hooks for every single short form video that goes out for our clients on all platforms. My team thought this was crazy until they realized how important this was for getting people results. Today, I'm going to show you the psychology behind why hooks work, the exact hook formulas we use, and how you can trap viewers into these crucial first few seconds. So there is a hook crisis in 2025, and one of the biggest things that you want to follow is the 3-second rule. See, your ideal customer is scrolling through their feed at lightning speed, and in the first 3 seconds, their brain makes a split decision of, is this worth my time or not? If your hook doesn't immediately grab them, they're gone forever. Most people are making this decision in milliseconds per piece of content, and there's a few reasons why most business owners get this wrong. See, most approach hooks like writing a college essay where they want to ease into the topic, provide context, and introduce themselves first, saying, hi, this is Logan Forsyth here, I'm X, Y, and Z, and you immediately lose the attention of the viewers. You should not do this. See, if you have a weak hook, then the viewer experience is in the first second, they're wondering, what is this about? Second, they're thinking, this seems boring, and then third second, they're swiping. Versus if you have a strong hook, the viewer experience in the first second is, wait, what is this? Second is, I need to know more, and then third second is, all right, I'm going to watch this, and they commit to watching your video. You see, strong hooks create something called cognitive tension, where the brain can't move on until it gets the answer. So there's important psychology behind creating irresistible hooks, and one of the biggest pillars is the curiosity gap. See, your brain hates incomplete information, and so when you create a curiosity gap, that's a gap between what you know and what you want to know. The brain becomes obsessed with filling that gap, and great hooks exploit this by promising valuable information without revealing it immediately. A lot of people make the mistake of giving away the entire enchilada right up front in the video, of telling them the lesson of the video or the lesson of the story right at the start. You want to promise valuable information, but don't reveal the entire lesson immediately right up front. And don't do this in your caption as well. You want to create questions that demand answers, and you can hint at surprising or counterintuitive information. Another psychology pillar of this is using pattern interrupts. See, viewers are in a scrolling trance, seeing similar content repeatedly, and great hooks break that pattern and force attention. Some easy examples are stop doing this, or everyone gets this wrong. And they interrupt the expected pattern because they're going against the grain of what everyone deems as acceptable on this common topic or this relatable topic. And the third big pillar is the stakes framework. You see, every great hook establishes stakes and answers what happens if I don't watch this. So for business owners, stakes might be missing out on revenue, falling behind competitors, or wasting money on ineffective strategies. And you can establish that upfront in your hook and make them feel as if they don't watch that video, they're more likely to experience the consequences of those common mistakes. Through this process, we've identified 5 hook formulas that consistently generate millions of views, but also translate into leads, sales, revenue, and profit for your business, where we're not just chasing vanity metrics. Formula 1 is the mistake reveal. So the structure can be the number 1 mistake that target audience makes with common topic. So an example is the number 1 mistake coaches make with their content that's costing them 7 figures. Why this works is that nobody wants to make expensive mistakes, and so this creates immediate urgency. A business application of this could be a marketing consultant could use the number 1 mistake small businesses make with Facebook ads that waste 80% of their budget. The second hook formula is the counterintuitive truth. See, the structure you can use for this is why common belief is actually hurting your desired outcome. So an example could be why posting daily is actually killing your engagement. And why this works is it challenges what people think that they know, which creates cognitive dissonance. A business application of this could be a fitness coach that uses the hook, why doing cardio every day is actually preventing you from losing weight. Formula number 3 is the transformation tease. And the structure of this is how I went from bad situation to good situation in X time frame. So an example would be how I went from 10 leads a month to 1,000 leads a month on social media in 90 days. Why this works is because people want transformation, and this promises a roadmap in a specific time frame. So a business application of this for a real estate agent could be how I went from 2 home sales per year to 50 home sales per year using this one strategy. The fourth hook formula is the urgent warning. The structure of this is stop doing something before negative consequence happens. So an example would be stop using these hashtags before Instagram shadow bans your account. Why this works is because fear of loss is more powerful than desire for gain. So another business application of this could be an accountant saying stop making these tax mistakes before the IRS audits your business. Hook formula number 5 is the secret reveal. The structure of this is number of secrets that this authority figure doesn't want you to know. So an example would be 3 YouTube secrets Mr. Beast doesn't want you to know. And why this works is because everyone loves insider information and it feels like they're getting exclusive access. So an example business application of this for a contractor could be 5 secrets home improvement stores don't want you to know about buying materials. So now here's a huge secret that nobody does, nobody talks about, and having this can be an ultimate edge for building your brand on socials. And that is hook testing, and why we write 3 variations for every single hook that we put together for the scripts for our clients. We refer to this as the split test strategy because hooks are the highest leverage point in your entire video. And the best video in the world means nothing if the hook doesn't work. It's like having the best product but terrible packaging. And so how you can actually test hooks in your organic content that nobody else does is by creating 3 variations using different formulas that we're talking about, and then post them as separate videos across sub accounts per platform. You cannot do this if you only have 1 main account per platform. If you only have 1 Instagram account, 1 YouTube channel, 1 TikTok, etc., you cannot post 3 videos with 3 separate hooks on that same account because the same audience is going to be exposed to those videos. But if you have sub accounts, then you can do this. And so instead of just having 1 account on Instagram, go in and create 2 additional sub accounts that are still branded to you. An example we can use is Tony Robbins. Instead of Tony Robbins just having his main account at Tony Robbins, he can also go in and create additional sub accounts that are still branded to him, such as Tony Robbins Talks, Tony Robbins Reels, Tony Robbins Clips, so on and so forth. And having that would allow him to then split test hooks for every single video. Again, the hook alone can be the difference between a video getting 5 million views and 5,000 views. And it's also 3x's your output of every single video that you create and produce and post on socials, therefore giving you 3 at-bats to hit another viral home run compared to just 1 per video, and then crossing your fingers hoping that it's going to work. When you do this, you now actually have much more data to go off of from split testing the hooks to truly understand what works the best. Track performance on all of this within the first 24 to 72 hours, and then you want to triple down on the hook formulas and the topics that are working the best. And if you have a proven hook on a sub account, you can always then post that same hook and video on your main account as well, which is going to drive more performance there. The sub accounts can also all funnel back to your main socials by having your main account tagged in the post and the content, in the captions, as pinned comments. You can have your main handle in the bio of the accounts. There's a lot of different ways to funnel this traffic back. Now, this truly is some sauce, and this truly is one of the biggest formulas to win on social media today. And if it sounds like a lot, I get it. And if you want a team to do this for you, this is exactly what we do for all of our clients. We're very specific about who we work with because we only want to create top-level case studies and have very long relationships with clients and know with 100% confidence that we're going to win when going into a relationship. The way we work, we put a lot of skin in the game with each of our clients by working largely performance-based, and then we guarantee satisfaction and results. Where if we don't win for you, we don't make any profit, and we can actually lose money and lose opportunity as part of the partnership. This works specifically if you are a business that's doing minimum 3 million per year in revenue and you have a focus on content and scaling your brand on socials. If that's you, check out the description below and you can apply to work with us. And we also have a full training video showing you exactly how all of this works. So let's go through some bad hook versus good hook examples. So bad hook examples could be, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about marketing strategies. Why this is bad is because it has no urgency, no curiosity, and no stakes. Another bad hook example is, in this video, I'm going to show you some tips for growing your business. Why this is bad is because it's vague, has no specific benefit, and it sounds generic. Another bad example is, let me introduce myself and tell you about my company. Why this is bad is because it makes it about you and not your viewers' problems. So now let's get into some good hook examples. A good hook could be, this one email template generated 2.3 million in revenue for my client. Why this works is because it's a specific number, it promises value through a template, and it creates curiosity. Another good hook can be, I analyzed 1,000 failed businesses and found that they all made the same 3 mistakes. Why this works is because it creates authority, promises to help avoid failure, and provides specific numbers. Another good hook example is the marketing strategy that Coca-Cola uses but won't teach you. And why this works is because it leverages an authority figure, has secret information, and therefore has exclusivity. Now, with all that said, hooks aren't only what you say, they're also what viewers see. And so therefore, we have visual hooks as well. And visual hooks can be just as powerful as verbal hooks, and sometimes the visual is the hook before you even speak in a video. So a few of the top visual hook strategies that we use are pattern interrupts, where something visually unexpected happens in the first frame. You have high energy moments where you have action, movement, or dramatic gestures. You can use props and objects, which are physical items that create curiosity. You can have location changes, which are unique or interesting backgrounds. Text overlays also can crush it, which are bold statements that complement your verbal hook. So a visual hook for a business coach could be filming content in your PJ, or maybe you're filming in a nice area with a big room behind you. To have big spaces, you need to generally have more wealth. Posting content of you speaking on stage or a bunch of people watching you and asking you questions. All of these showcase subtle visual cues that you are an authority and therefore someone that people should listen to on socials. A visual hook for an agency could be showing multiple videos going viral. A video hook for a fitness coach could be before and after transformation photos as you speak. For a restaurant, it could be a close-up of an incredible dish that is being prepared. And then the most powerful hooks combine strong verbal and visual elements together. The visual grabs the attention, and then the verbal hook keeps them watching. You can think of the visual as the thumbnail in motion for your video, and the first frame should be as compelling as your first words. And now let's get into some advanced hook psychology. And first, we can start with the specificity principle. You see, specific numbers and details make hooks more believable and compelling. So if you compare a vague hook of how to make a lot of money to a specific hook of how to make $1 million per month, the specific version creates a clearer picture and feels more achievable and desirable, and also speaks much more direct and specific to the person that you want to be speaking to and attracting for your content. Next, we have the authority transfer, which is where you're mentioning recognizable names or companies and it borrows their authority for your content. A great example is the Coca-Cola marketing secrets that they don't want you to know hook example that I gave you earlier. Next is we have the time constraint. So adding time elements creates more urgency in your hooks. So you could start by saying in the next 60 seconds or before 2025 or this week only. And what this does is it taps into fear of missing out and creates immediate action. So let's tie this together and give you some actionable takeaways and create a hook checklist. So before publishing your next video, create this checklist and ask yourself, does my hook create curiosity or high emotion? Are there stakes? What happens if they don't watch? Is it specific? Vague promises don't work. Does it pattern interrupt? Does it stand out? And can I make it more urgent? As another action step and exercise, you can go out there and find hook inspiration for your content and study other industries and see what's working. So much of the time, you can apply those same content types and frameworks to your industry. And if you are a first mover on that proven content from a different space that applies it to your space, many times it'll crush there as well. This doesn't just apply to content, this applies to business strategy in general. And a lot of people pigeonhole themselves by only looking at their industry alone. But I digress. You want to go out there and find at least 50 high engagement videos. And the more of this you do, the better you're going to get. To keep it simple with this, you can use TikTok search, which is the top search engine platform for short form video content. And you can also use a Google Chrome extension called Sort Feed, which will sort the top ranking and top performing content for specific accounts on Instagram and TikTok. All you need to do is grab a cup of coffee, block out 3-4 hours, and then go through this process. Find those videos, write down their hooks on a Google or Excel Excel sheet and then look for patterns and formulas to create your swipe file for future hook inspiration that you use as well. Now, if you run a business doing over 3 million per year and you want our team to handle your entire content strategy and just manage everything for you, including writing the scripts, coming up with a content strategy, using those 3 hook variations per video, taking ownership over all of the lead gen and conversion that comes from your socials, working with only top level talent as social media experts, top level quality editing, and only working with the best for your team of social media experts, the managers, top quality editing, the graphic design that we put in, and overall taking the approach where we can fully script out videos for you, have 3 hook variations. Every single script includes CTAs to drive lead gen and therefore sales for your business, while also tapping into the most growth that you've ever seen on your socials, doing this with performance-based pricing and satisfaction guaranteed, where we put skin in the game with you, and overall coming in with the systems and the team where all you have to do is film less than 2 hours per month. Our team will handle the rest and post over 420 times per month for you minimum, and we can go much higher to thousands of posts per month and drive more results than you've ever seen. And if you want to learn how we've generated over 1 million organic leads from social media with our clients, check out the video that you see right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.